没问题。好玩吗？
哎，这有什么好玩的？保定的旅游点就这几个呗。
可以进来，好，好大。 Morning, folks, from Hebei from the last time. Time to check out of a hotel. 3 places I want to see. And first, some donkey. I had donkey yesterday, but I feel like I didn't do it justice by going to one of the top places. How often am I going to be in a city which is known for its donkey? So, yes. Check out, jump on a bike, 20 minutes, donkey, and then some other stuff. Say goodbye to all our lovely ladies for the last time. Someone's been smoking in here by the smell of it. Does it smell smoking? Yes, it does. Ah. 退房，对。行，可以了。就可以了。这么快。好，谢谢。Oh, that was an easy checkout. They didn't even ask me for a deposit for my room key. I guess they got my credit card details, so they don't need it. Right, I can see one bike over there. There's a few more over there too. Let's jump on a bike and head to one of these shops, which I believe is called like the Yen Family Donkey Shop. Alright, and we're off. 2 kilometers. It's not a huge distance, and even better on a bike. One thing I will say about Baoding is they don't seem to take their breakfast quite as seriously as Wuhan. Wuhan is my point of reference for most things China. Like there's a bank and a few shops here. Like none of them are breakfast shops. I swear in Wuhan you can't go down any row of shops without at least finding one shop that does noodles or dumplings or, you know, whatever else they like for breakfast. So yeah, maybe more people eat at home in the north instead of eating out for breakfast. Not sure, but I definitely know it is different. Now, whilst Wuhan may do better on the breakfast front than Baoding, Baoding is doing a lot better on the bike lane front. This entire thing is a bike lane. It's big enough to fit a car or a truck, and yet it's just for us bikes. I don't really see that much in Wuhan. Well, they've even got these little designated bike lanes, pedestrian lanes. That's pretty cool. Okay, there it is. That big red shop with the dude's face on it. That is the Yen Family Donkey Meat original shop. And it looks pretty big and pretty busy. Let's get some donkey. 就那个13块钱的那个牛肉红烧了，来一个，是一个。等一下啊，好，输一下密码。火烧要等20分钟左右。没问题。没问题是吧？在这儿吃。这大包吧。大包。13。他们会把那个号给报一下吗？啊，对，叫号来。好。Well, it didn't take 20 minutes. That was only a couple of minutes, so not too bad. Let's give this stuff a taste. See if I can find a place to park my butt. It is very juicy meat. Maybe a bit juicier than the stuff yesterday, although the bun is not quite as crispy as yesterday. It's definitely a bit kind of oilier. I can feel oil dripping onto my fingers. Well, that's done. I don't know why, but it doesn't feel as kind of overwhelmingly salty as compared to yesterday's one. Yesterday's one, I had to keep swapping between the donkey meat and the soup just to kind of balance out the flavors, whereas this thing was actually pretty nice on its own. Really, really greasy, really, really juicy. I kind of wonder if I should have got 2, but I think maybe we just stick with 1 and be satisfied rather than maybe get 2 and think it's a bit much. But it was definitely worth the trip. We bike ride, and if you're gonna go for it, you might as well get the one that's the best. Right, with a belly full of donkey, where are we going to head off to? If you remember back in Nanjing, we tried to find a drum tower. Holy moly, that car needs a wash. We tried to find a drum tower and failed. Failed absolutely miserably. We found a temple instead. But Baoding apparently also has a drum tower, so let's not get hit by cars. Let's head down this road. It's just over a kilometer away, so not too bad. Some nice beautiful trees, people selling flowers. Let's see if we can't find the drum tower here in Baoding. See if we have better luck. 好，这边是不是有个鼓楼啊？啊，你这边是不是有个鼓楼啊？
对，钟楼是吧？钟楼是吧？那小姐，不，他说的大四哥吧？
这是
大四哥呀。
这个地方大。
大四哥，
对，就往这边走。
从这右拐，前面就看见了啊，对，
前面就看到了。
对，前头十字路口。
就可以看得到。人多。那个地方好玩吗？啊？好玩吗？
哎，这叫什么好玩的？保定的旅游点就这几个呗。
可你们是本地人，你就觉得不好玩，但是我是刚来的，可能觉得好玩吧。
你们外地的，哎，叫的新鲜，俺们自小，就一个大钟楼路口，往那一看就看见大四哥了，
是吧？好，
一看就看见了，
看见了，好。
让进。
那边人多不多啊？
少强的多，不多，
不多。是佛教的吗？
对，佛教的。
哦，我走了。Well, they gave me directions, but also told me it's kind of average. But as I said to them, they are locals, so for them maybe it doesn't have a heck of a lot of interest. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's a drum tower and a kind of like religious pavilion there, which is the one that I've got plugged into the map. But I keep forgetting what the characters are, so let's go up here. And they reckon I'll be able to see it because I'm tall. Well, I think I can see it, but it's covered in scaffolding, which is not exactly picturesque. But oh well, let's crack on. Let's have a look. Well, that, folks, if I'm not mistaken, is the Da Ci Pavilion, which is kind of what I wanted to come and see along with the drum tower. But at the moment it's getting a bit of repair work done to it. Is that Da Ci哥在装修吗？哦，不能这边走，那可以进去吗？这里不能进去，在装修。哦，什么时候开呢？
等3月以后。
哦，知道了。好，谢谢啊。
7号关的门。
7号，这个月的7号。
对，过了清明关的门。
哦。
就开始修了，这不太不行了。
是吧？
俺们光吊。
哦，因为很老吧，这个地方很有历史。800年，很有意思，谢谢啊。Well, bad news is it's closed for renovations, which is my specialty. I definitely have a knack of coming to places which are shut. Right, as I stand here in the shade of a lovely tree, dude just took a leak over there, didn't put that on camera. Yeah, I've sorted out plan B, which is an ancient Lotus Pool. I'm less interested in flowers than I am drum towers and temples for whatever reason, personal preference, but it's only 300 odd meters that way. So let's go see the lotuses. That is the coolest looking building for a Pizza Hut I think I've ever seen. Pizza Hut. And also it looks like, totally by accident, we've come across the Baoding Cathedral. I saw pictures of it, but I hadn't actually planned to come here, but hey, why don't we go have a quick look on the way to the lotuses.
好，帮你拿着。可以进来。
可以进来，好，好大。这个地方是什么时候建的呢
1898。
1898。
啊。
哇塞。
100多年了。
对。
这是法
国人做的吗？
法国神父建的。
哦。他们是星期天做礼拜吧？
啊，对。
哦，来的人多吗？
人几乎都满了。
真的假的？
啊，基本就满了。
哇塞！
那哪还有一个，就是再往前走，还有一个堂，就是比这个略微小点儿，可是也是外国神父建的。
是吗？这个应该是保定最大的吧？教堂。
这个算保定市的那个什么，比较起来算大的。它这主要比较古老。
哎，对。
这个是主教座堂。
哦，知道。
再大点的那哪儿呢？就是东吕，就清远。
哦，
离这儿有差不多得30里地吧。
知道。
他那儿也那个也挺大，他是后来建的。
是吧？
啊。
这里还有人在这里做婚礼吗？结婚？
可以
是吧？
可以啊。
哦。
就重新布置，再布置，对，
很有意思。好，谢谢啊。That's really interesting to hear that the seats get filled up every Sunday. I feel like in New Zealand, sometimes it's a struggle to put bums on seats or bums on pews, but yeah, impressive looking thing. Maybe more impressive than the lotuses that I'm looking for, but let's have a look for these lotuses. 来一张票。
找什么？
一张。
找扫年。
先把这关上吧，关上了走了。
是。
边的这个建筑呢，它叫水东楼，是根据它地理位置得名的，位于水的东侧。它的匾额呢，就是在宣。
And here is the pond of which the place gets its name. What that lady behind me, the tour guide, said it's not quite the exact right time to be here at the moment, but it's still pretty picturesque.
你是跟他说话的第一个外国人，因为我们在北京也玩过，也见过他们。
是吗？
对他爸爸在北京。
他爸爸在北京？
对。工
作？哦，他是北京人吗？还是也是你们保定的？
都是保定人。
都是保定人。
保定子弟。你吃过保定的好吃的吗？
我今天早上去了吃那个驴肉火烧。
哪家呀？
叫什么？什么家？
严家。
对。严家，对，
有
好多人。我点了的时候，他们说要等20分钟。
你这旁边有一家比严家还要好吃的，
是吗？
叫永茂，就是我想想，出了这儿，拐过去第一个红绿灯，一拐那个路口就是叫永茂，
是吗？
永茂呀。
好吃吗？
呀，他们只有上午开，然后排队，中午人就比较多。
对。
然后它的粥是免费喝的，你可以去尝一尝，它不算贵，比较便宜。
很好。哎，在中国，如果我看到一个地方有人排队，我就知道那个地方应该还比较好吃。Gardens are pretty nice. Let's check out some of the buildings. Now that's one difference I've noticed between here and Nanjing. That's the first girl I've seen wearing like one of those kind of old outfits. This is a beautiful place for taking photos. In Nanjing they were bloody dime a dozen. Maybe it's a north-south thing? Not sure, maybe Nanjing's more fashionable? Maybe that kind of fashion's already out of fashion here in Baoding, in the north. Statue of a guy playing the guqin, which is a traditional Chinese instrument. You can imagine people sitting next to the Lotus Pools and having a wee jam session. And a cannon, which is a little bit less tranquil. There it is, folks. From the bridge on the Lotus Pool here in Baoding. There we go. Walked across it. Did it all by myself. Well, this is definitely the spot to take photos in beautiful dresses, although there's no dudes. There's no guys taking like wedding photos here, so it's just for the girls, this one. Well, that kind of looks like a tower, and inside there is a drum. Does that mean we can tick off drum tower for this trip? I'm gonna say yes. Drum tower in the bag, or in the tower. Drum in the tower. Well folks, that was the Lotus Pool, and that pretty much might be it for me in Baoding. I've only got a few more hours before I need to get on the train, and I think I've seen all the main spots. It's a shame we couldn't get into that pavilion, but what are you gonna do? Pikachu.